Welcome back to the Raw News channel, and today we're taking a look at the Star Wars Black series Bodhi Rook from the Rogue One line. Looking at the front of the box, you get this massive window featuring the figure and the accessory. You have the Star Wars Black series logo up here, the name of the lineup the character is from, and his name on the side. On the other side of the box, you have this amazing artwork on this side mural. And like I mentioned before, by adding other figures from the same lineup, you can create a mural. So here's Bodhi alongside Galen Erso. On the back of the box, you get a bigger portrait of the character, a description, the number which it falls into the lineup, and a bunch of warnings. Here's the side of the box, bottom, and the top right there. So I'll go ahead and get him out and see what's inside. So here he is out of the box. And look at him up close. He looks really good. Of course you can see right here, he has like this vest, things like that. But before I jump into any conclusions, let's just go ahead and look from top to bottom. Look at the head sculpt. It looks pretty good. Of course you can see he has some printing right here in the eyes. He has this beard going around. He has this ponytail for his hairstyle. And then check this out. He has these clear goggles right here on top of his head. They are not removable, but it is pretty interesting seeing how they are molded to the actual figure, which is a unique detail. But other than that, he does have a joint right here at the top of the head and right here at the neck. Surprisingly, there's actually like one of the first figures we have with neck articulation compared to the other lineup, and he moves pretty good. So you're side to side, back, and forward. Looking at the torso, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, he has this like beige colored vest, and there's a lot going on. Has a bunch of pouches. Has some of the contents actually poking out, like this gear. There's like a tube right here with some silver coloring going throughout it. He has a bunch of straps, some other pouches. This guy is ready to like max out these pouches. I'm pretty sure he has the biggest inventory slots I've ever seen. If there was one person I wanted to play Minecraft with, it would probably be this guy. I'm pretty sure he would have the inventory of like 3 people within his vest. But all jokes aside, he does have like this light gray sort of jumpsuit right here. He has the Imperial insignia right here on the side of his shoulder, like some patches, things like that. He has some coating pens, so really cool design. He does have a ball joint right here, and thanks to it being, a much softer plastic for this vest, it is able to move around pretty freely, just like I showed. Looking at the arms, arm goes out right there, goes all the way around. His elbow goes up right there. He has a swivel near the elbow and movement at the hand. The other side as well. Arm sticks out right there, goes all the way around. Elbow has a swivel right there and movement at the wrist at the hand. Looking at the legs, he is able to go into a full-on split. He's able to sit down and his legs go back pretty far. And he does have a swivel right here in his thighs. That too I forgot to mention. He has pinless joints, which is really nice to see. I'm guessing this is like when they started improving with these figures because, again, he has articulation at the neck, which the rest of this lineup did not have, surprisingly, and pinless joints, where the other figures had pins showing. This makes it look a lot more cleaner. The design is a lot more better, and he's able to go into a kneeling position. I also like the fact that the sort of like pant hides the joints right here in his legs, so that's a really nice touch. And then besides that, the last thing we're going to look at are his shoes. He has some like light brown boots right here. They do point down, point up, and there is articulation at the rock ankle to get some cool action poses. And now looking at the accessories, he comes with a back accessory. Taking a look at the accessory, this is like that thing, like a cable that he was trying to reach some of the rebel ships with. They're in the Imperial shuttle, and as you can see, it has a really nice design to it. It's a really big accessory to go on his back, but it comes in this sort of like beige, light brown sort of color for the most part. Has some nice silver, gunmetal sort of colors going throughout it. Of course, you have these straps that are maybe looser plastic, but the main feature I want to talk about is the cable actually comes off. And check this out. Let me try to get into widescreen. Okay, so you see it's about a pretty good length, but then check this out. Right there. Yep, I'm not even joking. It goes past, this screen right here. It is a massive cable inside this little accessory. And I had the hardest time trying to roll it up because there isn't really a way of nothing here is a twist, at least I don't know. The only method I'm using is just going through the gap and just slowly but surely getting it rolled up in there. It is crazy to see how long this cable goes. And look, I'm still going. It's almost there. Come on, come on. Right there. There's the little connection. But yeah, all that cable's inside this little thing. And yeah, just like I showed with the Skeleton Crew kits, basically it's a lot easier to put on like a back accessory for them because all you do is just move their elbows around with these straps and then you're able to put it on like an actual backpack. So it just slides on like that. And there you go. Bodhi now has his back accessory. And yes, he is able to hold on to the cable right here in his hand. And if you're not going to use it, then you can just place it in there. Hooks up very nicely. And lastly, he comes with a blaster rifle. Look at the blaster rifle. It's the ones that the rebels use, so it's a really nice design. Comes in this solid black color for the most part. Has a trigger, scope, and this long barrel. And he's able to hold onto it very nicely. And I know it's not intended for that, but I just couldn't help myself. If you attach the scope accessory right here to the side where that little cable is supposed to go, it actually holds the blaster very well. So if you're not going to use a blaster, I guess that could be, used as a holster. So as an overview of the figure, I gotta say, I'm really impressed about everything that they have to offer with Bodhi here. From the articulation to the accessories, I'm pretty impressed. I was expecting him to be like the 50-50 type of figure, but from what I'm seeing, he's kind of decent. I especially love that back accessory. That is ridiculous with the amount of cord or whatever that fits inside that little cable machine. Really neat accessory. You don't really see that a lot nowadays with accessories that actually function the way they are supposed to. But other than that, really cool. And I like to do this at the end of these reviews, which is show you all how I display my figures, having the box in the back and the figure in the front. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please surely leave a like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. I occasionally post from time to time on my Instagram, so you can go and check it out. And with that said, I'll catch you all on the next one.